Howdy y'all, IrixGuy here. Now I'm very responsive to my fans' feedback, and something that's come up frequently recently, and it's linked to the launch of the Phantom 3, which I have the Phantom 3 Professional pre-ordered from snagbear.com. So as soon as I get that, you'll see the unboxing, you'll see the reviews, you'll see the flights. Have a feeling the Phantom 3, especially the Pro version, it has 4K. Have a feeling it's going to be a big game changer. But I wanted to clarify why I have the feelings that I have about the Inspire 1. Now, if you could get a drone that would fit in this size case, what would you do? And what if it filmed 4K video and it fit inside of this case? Stay tuned. But in the interim, I wanted to talk about why I have the feelings that I have about the Inspire 1. For me, the Inspire 1, and I challenge everyone to, it's really a matter of what you're using it for. But I challenge everyone to, when the Phantom 3 Pro comes out, and granted I haven't had my hands on the Phantom 3 Professional yet, so I can't speak from hands-on experience, but I challenge you, when the Phantom 3 Professional comes out, that has the 4K DJI branded camera, compare the video quality and photo quality that you achieve from Phantom 3 Pro and compare it to the Inspire 1. Can you tell a difference? So that's one of my points. My big thing with the Inspire 1, and it could be a lot less. A lot of people say, oh, you just don't like the Inspire 1 because it's more expensive. Well, that is part of it because I'm a numbers guy. And I like to keep cost low, and I like to keep production quality as high as possible on a budget. And for that reason, for me, the Inspire 1 doesn't make sense. When I travel, and you may have seen my videos from around the world, Canada, Virgin Islands, Bermuda, everywhere, Hawaii. When I travel, I pack a lot of gear. And I mean, I've got to have stuff to wear. You know, I've got to have clothes, and normally in those warm weather destinations, it's swimsuits and, you know, a few t-shirts and, you know, maybe a collared shirt or so to wear out to a nice dinner. But when I'm taking all of that gear, I'm taking 4K camcorders, 4K camera, GoPro mounts. When I'm taking all of that gear, I don't have room for other gear. And the room that I do have is very limited. And for that reason, from a convenience perspective, the Inspire 1 is a major inconvenience for me because I've got to carry a larger case. I've got to carry something that's heavier. And I don't want to have to do that. Not to mention, the Phantom is a proven and super reliable platform. And I know there's a lot of people out there that say, oh man, Phantom fly away, never buy it. There's a lot of bashers for anything. And there's people that, and there may have been people that legitimately had an issue, but the bulk of the people that bash the Phantom, if they had an issue, they probably failed to read the owner's manual. They probably didn't know what they were doing, and they took their own user error and turned it into a perceived flaw with the product. Not to say there aren't occasional issues with things. I mean, there's issues with everything: computers, cameras, microwaves, refrigerators. Anything can break. But I think that the thing, and I love DJI. Don't get me wrong. And you can check out all my videos, Phantom 1.1.1. I started out with that. Didn't even have a gimbal. Put anti-jello modifications on it. And when I did that, I decided, you know what? I've gotten the maximum quality that I'm going to get out of this. I need to go gimbal. And at that point in time, it made financial sense for me to progress to the next level, which at that point in time was the DJI Phantom 2 Vision Plus. Now, I've had two DJI Phantom 2 Vision Pluses because one of them, and this was not failure, it was failure on the operator's behalf, I crashed it into a tree in a safe location. I got too close, I got too excited, and I crashed into a tree, my own fault. So I've had two Phantom 2 Vision Pluses, thoroughly loved them. The camera, I couldn't have been happier. At that point in time, it had 1080p. It did 30 frames per second, which was acceptable. Now, obviously, if you get the lower-end Phantom 3 that's out now, it does 1080p at 60 frames per second, which is twice the performance of the Phantom 2 Vision Plus. So if you want to get into Phantom 3 on a budget and you don't have to have 4K. The Phantom 3 Advanced, I feel, is a great upgrade from the Phantom 2 Vision Plus. So I did the Phantom 2 Vision Plus, and then I decided, you know what, I've got to have 4K. All my cameras here on the IrixGuy's Adventure channel are 4K. Sure, I could have bought the Inspire 1. I had the cash to do it. But I did not buy the Inspire 1. Instead, I built what I dubbed the IrixGuy 4K Phantom 2. And you can check out my videos here on youtube.com/IrixGuy. And you can see my IrixGuy 4K Phantom 2 videos. Basically, that was a stock Phantom 2. I didn't use the H4 3D. I used the H3 3D gimbal to save a little bit more money. And I rigged an FPV solution. You can check the link within this video's description. You can find everything step by step how I built that. And that was an awesome, to date, that has been the most awesome aerial video platform that I've used. 4K video, 30 frames per second, silky, silky smooth. Absolutely loved it. But with that said, Phantom 3 has been released. It's available for pre-order. You can check the link within this video's description for it as well. And as soon as I get it, I am confident. I'm confident with DJI's design abilities and their execution of a new product. Not the Inspire 1, but with the Phantom series. I'm very confident that they're not going to put out a dud. So as soon as I get my hands on the Phantom 3 Professional, I'm going to unbox it and I'm going to show you all the performance features. But back to the Inspire 1. Why do I have such a sour taste in my mouth about the Inspire 1? Well, for me, I can't, with a straight face, I can't say, hey, get an Inspire 1, it's a viable option. Because number one, it's expensive. Now sure, if you want to get an Inspire 1, you can check the link within this video's description. I sell the Inspire 1. I sell the Inspire 1 accessories. They're all available on snagbear.com. Check the link within this video's description. I don't want to deter people from purchasing the products that they want to use. But with that being said, for me personally, I'm not going to encourage someone to choose an Inspire 1 versus, say, a Phantom 3, and I'll be able to confidently say, hey, get a Phantom 3 after I use it, or the IrixGuy 4K Phantom 2, a budget aerial platform that does 4K video, that you can check the videos on my channel. I mean, they're freaking amazing. I feel they're incredible. So, why would I say get an Inspire 1? For me, I really can't, even if the cost was the same, even if the cost was lower than the Phantom 3. Let's go into a hypothetical mode here. So Phantom 3 comes out, which is out, it's available for pre-order. Check the link within this video's description. But Phantom 3 is all over now. March 2 weeks forward, step 2 weeks forward. Phantom 3 is everywhere. And let's say hypothetically, and this probably won't happen, but let's say that hypothetically the prices, not only on the Phantom 2 models, but the Inspire 1 were cut, and they were cut to a level below the Phantom 3. Would I buy an Inspire 1? I would not. And the reason I would not are the reasons that I've mentioned. And I'm not trying to steer you away from the Inspire 1. As I said, if you want the Inspire 1, check the link within this video's description. You can get it and the accessories from SnagBear. I'm not trying to deter you from going after the product that you may prefer. But what I'm saying from my perspective, and again, I've used Phantom 1.1.1, 2 Phantom 2 Vision Pluses, because as I mentioned earlier, I crashed one into a tree in a safe location. My fault, not Phantom 2 Vision Plus failure. The IrixGuy 4K Phantom 2. And then if you really want to get fancy with it, I also had the Parrot Bebop. Now the Parrot Bebop, I've written it off as a toy. It was fun. But again, even if it's one of those deals where even if it had video quality that was on par with, say, the Phantom 3 or the IrixGuy 4K Phantom 2, the Phantom 2 that I added my FPV and all that to, even if it was the same caliber of video quality, it would still, for me, be in that Inspire 1 camp, from the perspective that it's just too big. I mean, you get the controller. Who cares if the drone's tiny? You got the controller, you're hauling around all this stuff. Now, granted, I could see how someone could use an Inspire 1 if they were in a small area. Maybe they had a truck, and they throw it in the back of the truck, and they drive down the road to a safe and responsible location, and they fly that Inspire 1 recreationally. I could see how that could be enjoyable. Because the Inspire 1 does look cool. It kind of looks like an alien, and that brings up another point. Something with all of the anti-drone people, the anti-quadcopter, the anti-multirotor, whatever you want to call them. The media is going to call them drones because the media are, for the most part, a lot of the media are trying to paint drones in a negative way. Not all the media, but a lot of them are. And I think from a, hey, it's just for fun perspective, I think that the Phantom is better perceived as and I hate to say this because it sounds ridiculous, but it's perceived visually as a less threatening drone to people that think drones, ooh, those are bad. A drone is a toy that you should use in a safe and recreational fashion. But a lot of people would look at the Inspire and be like, man, that looks sinister. Oh, that's big. And actually, another advantage to the Phantom 3, if you look at the weight, if there are regulations that are put into place, hopefully they're not, but if there are, it's a situation where the Phantom, being a more proven platform, they've had the Phantom 1, several versions of it, the Phantom 2, several versions of it, Phantom 2 Vision Plus, several versions of it. They've got a track record going. This is not a new platform. Phantom has been proven to be reliable. And then you got the Inspire 1. It's bigger. Potentially more sinister looking in the minds of those people that are, ooh, ban drones, man. So there's a lot of reasons. It's more than just IrixGuy doesn't like Inspire 1. This is why. This is why I don't like Inspire 1. Now back to extreme portability. Think about a 4K drone with 15-minute battery life. Now, that's not a lot of battery life, but you got to consider most of your videos are about 5 minutes in length for YouTube. If you've got 15 minutes of battery life, you should be able to comfortably shoot that video twice and then have a few minutes left over. So if you don't get the perfect shots the first time, you can try again. But imagine a drone with 15 minutes of battery life that does 4K and fits in a case this size, and not just the drone, but 4 extra batteries. So 4 times 15, let's see, 15 times 2 is 30, so that would be 60. Theoretically, 60 minutes of flight time with drone in a case this size. And that's where I'm going. And that's why, right now, at this point in time, my favorite drone is IrixGuy 4K Phantom 2. But I have a feeling, just because of how integrated the Vision Plus was, I have a feeling that the Phantom 3, if it's as good in my hands as it is on paper, that it's going to become my new favorite drone. So again, not here to bash the Inspire 1. I love DJI, but I absolutely love the Phantom series. And if you want to get an Inspire 1, you can check the link within this video's description. I've got a link within this video's description to Snag Bear where you can get the Inspire 1, the Inspire 1 accessories. And I've also got a link to the IrixGuy 4K Phantom 2. Hey, Phantom 2s are discounted now because they've come out with the Phantom 3. Build one like the IrixGuy 4K Phantom 2. I thoroughly love that. Check out my videos. See the quality for yourself. Or if you want to go deep discount, check out the Phantom 2 Vision Plus. Or maybe just a regular Phantom 2. And if Inspire 1 is your thing, go for it. It's there too. But thanks for watching. Thanks for your viewership. Thanks for your feedback. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, youtube.com/IrixGuy. Share this video with others. Go to IrixGuy.com. Sign up for my newsletter. I just started doing that. I'll be putting out the second release of the newsletter shortly. So it's got drone stuff in it. It's got all kinds of goodness in it. So sign up if you want to. You can unsubscribe from it at any time. That's not a problem. There's a link at the bottom. So it's just an additional form of value that I want to provide my fans with. So thanks for watching, and y'all have a good day.